Hi, this is Marguerite, and I am originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, but now living in Western North Carolina. And for complete disclosure, I am also a Black female who recently participated in the racial equity training. So I've listened to your most recent episode, the one on understanding Trump voters, as well as the original one, the 1054 you mentioned. And there was a couple things that I missed. I was really looking for, which is, while I understand why Trump voters are upset, that they feel maligned, that others are moving ahead of them and cutting in line, and they feel that people like Rush Limbaugh are standing up for them and they don't want to be talked down to, we're skipping over the message that these perceptions of theirs aren't actually based in what's really happening. They've had tons of advantages that have been placed in law in the U.S. for people who have been deemed white, especially white men, and that there have been efforts since before the founding of this country to separate those of lower socioeconomic status by race in order so that those in power could maintain their power. There's a great story about two indentured servants, one of whom was white and one of whom was black, who both escaped. And when they were caught, the white one had 5 more years added, and the black one was made a indentured servant for life, so the first legal slave in the U.S. And I was listening to how I've listened to your other stories about how to talk to people who have political differences that are different than theirs, but I was missing this kind of fundamental how to start addressing these individuals whose perceptions aren't based in reality or in history, where they feel like people are cutting in line and people are maligning them, but they don't recognize the advantages they've had in the United States in the way this country is made for them. There's a really good discussion about why this is all happening. And if you read the book, Life My Teacher Taught Me, the last few paragraphs about how history is addressed, chapters actually, it discusses and pretty much predicts this outcome on how we are so separated from our history that we don't even understand how we got to this place. So I understand why they're upset, but they're upset. Their reason they're upset isn't based in fact. And how do we talk to people whose, feelings and perceptions aren't based in fact? So that is a great show topic if you can address it. Thank you very much, and keep doing what you're doing.